What if you're further ahead in life than you think you are? One of the things I've been really thinking about lately is, and I've been really consciously measuring myself. And when I say measuring myself, I actually have been spending a lot of time really putting a pin in things that I've achieved that maybe I if I'm not conscious, I won't think about. And so I want to kind of give you 3 frameworks that I've found to be really helpful, that might be like they might be blind spots for you, that you might want to pay attention to in your own life, whether you're an entrepreneur or a parent, it doesn't really matter. I think these 3 are really relevant. So first one is this concept of success blindness. I think as a currently doing this video, 43-year-old male, married, 2 children, I can sometimes be, and I'm going to put the aircon on because it's really hot in the car, I can sometimes be a bit blind to my success. So for example, I was reflecting, I was watching a video the other day, I think it was Alex Hormozy or something, and it was talking about this concept of like, you've already won. And I kind of processed what I saw the title, and I thought, I feel like I need to watch that. And then when I watched it, he was talking about an employee that he used to have who had asked to be downgraded in a position, and the reason was because he felt like he was already happy and he didn't need the increase in salary. And Alex Hormozy was confused by that because of the way his brain works. And I thought that was really fascinating. And the reason I share that, getting to the point, is because I think a lot of people, and I am definitely guilty of this, have what I call success blindness, which means I've been overly obsessed with the next thing rather than reflecting on the last thing. So for example, 12-13 years ago, I remember being in a nightclub, 30th birthday, and having this thought of not wanting to be in this nightclub. And I decided to post on social media, it's my 30th birthday and all I want is to be home with a wife and kids. And now, fast forward, I'm 43 years old. I've been married to my beautiful wife for 10 years. We met the year after that, about a year and a half after that video, after that post on Facebook. And we've got 2 beautiful children, Sage, who's 6, and Zen is 3. And there's so much more that I could say. But it's amazing how sometimes I'm so wrapped up in the next thing that I forget how amazing that alone is. So that's the first point. The second point is, which is really kind of a re-elaboration on the first point, which is about this idea of goalpost shift or goalpost drift. And what goalpost drifting means, if you think about, if you were playing football and you did literally keep moving the goalposts, it would be very difficult to perhaps score a goal. So I have found in my life that I have been very good at intellectualizing I'll be happy when. Like one of the things I think I'm really good at is sort of spinning something in a way where it's like, oh yeah, you know what I mean, I know what it means by the goalpost drift. But when I reflect on my life, there's so many things, like being married to Sati and having 2 kids. There's so many times where I've moved the goalposts, like I've achieved an outcome. Like years ago, building a coaching business, and we did like 500,000 in like just over a year. And we had a team, and I was doing these events online and all this kind of stuff. I had clients all over Europe, all over the world, and that wasn't enough. The reason it wasn't enough is just because of my mental wiring, really. This obsession with, I've got to achieve more, I've got to do more, because there was a part of me that felt like, well, if I don't do more, if I don't achieve more, I won't be seen as good in the eyes of somebody else. And that somebody else for me was like a mythical figure that didn't even exist, right? It isn't actually one person. It's just it's symbolic of a boy that became a man who was just, I've been wired in a way that said, I've just got to keep striving, I've got to keep achieving. And what that's done more than anything is made me very, I won't say unhappy, but kind of emotionally imbalanced. And so really, really important that you are aware of where you're maybe moving the goalpost on yourself and not allowing yourself time to smell the roses. It's all great to have ambition, really. I'm not diminishing ambition. You might be hearing this going, well, are you saying that I should not have goals? No, just don't move the goalposts. It's just like, so when you achieve something, lock it in and celebrate. Don't like achieve something and then not even integrate the win. Like the ball's gone in the back of the net, you've scored, and now you're not even going to celebrate the fact that the ball's in the net. You're just going to move the goalpost and just say, oh no, I didn't go in, I didn't count, I want to achieve the next thing. And then the final thing is around this concept of identity evidence. So what this means is realize that the next level for you, and I don't really like that term next level, but I've used it now, will require you to become a different person. And what that means by different person is not necessarily achieving something, but it may require you to adopt the identity of somebody different. So like people often talk about in fitness, like they want to achieve goals, and people talk about habits and people talk about behaviors. But I found that actually the key to if I speak about that area is to go, okay, how would an athlete think, feel, behave, talk? And just writing down, even if you don't know an athlete, you probably have an idea. How would an athlete think? What would they eat? How would they eat? What would they? How would they train? And that will kind of give you a clue. Same in business. Think about how would your ideal entrepreneur, and you may even know them, how would they think? How would they act? How would they behave? And then put yourself in an environment where you know there are people like that. Like Jim Rohn's always talking about who you spend time with is who you become. The simplest way to upgrade your identity is be in an environment of people who have the identity already that you want to have. So like if you hang out with 5 bodybuilders and you want to be a bodybuilder, it'll be easy. You hang out with 5 successful entrepreneurs and it will be easy. You just got to spend time in the environments with the people that have the identity you don't yet have, and it will be easy, because just to not be rejected by the group, you'll have to act in alignment with the group or they'll reject you. They may not physically reject you, but they will not respect you if you don't live in alignment with the values of them and the group. So hope you found this useful. If you've enjoyed it, if you like the concept, the principles, love to know what your thoughts are in the comments below. We have if you're the kind of person that watches this type of content, watches these kind of videos, then I believe you should consider becoming trained as a coach. Because one of the greatest things about coaching is it's effectively just what I'm doing now, which is you sharing your life experience, your interpretation of the world, and coaching a person, not mentoring a person, not telling them what to do, but coaching a person by asking them questions and allowing them to figure out what they should do with their life. And we have a free training. We have a community of coaches. If you'd like to know more about that, just put the word coach in the comments and I'll send you a link to the training. You can watch it and we can go from there. That's it for me. See you next time. Bye-bye.